Back one final time at the Student Life Center, the campus of the Free Lutheran Bible College in Seminary. It's Jason Goodham with Wade Mobley. 3 games down, 1 game to go. This is Strand Appreciation Day at FLBC. Wade Mobley, that was a nice presentation between games.
Yeah, I really appreciated the time to honor the Strand family as we remember Dennis Strand that passed away this year at the age of 72. Had, if you're able to watch that on the archive, quite a testimony to his influence, and had a sheet of paper handed to us with a copy from the April 13th, 1982, my 9th birthday, Lutheran ambassador, talking about the alumni basketball tournament. There are all kinds of names in there, pictures of people that I'm going to cherish forever and hold over their heads. it was a sweet time, and always good to reconnect with some of our alumni. We just watched an odd basketball game that ended in an FLBC women win.
Mathematically speaking, it was both the right and the wrong result.
So I told you that a team had, I'm looking for the turnover number. Where are they?
We got team turnovers on there?
There they are. One team had 34 turnovers. The other team had 12. And the team that had a 22 turnover margin also had 21 offensive rebounds to 7 for the other team. So that would mean 36 additional possessions.
I would say they won by at least 20.
Now, what if I told you that one team shot 21% and the other team shot 32%?
I'd say that the second team probably won by 7 or 8.
So this is a game that, on one hand, looks like FLBC should have lost by 20. And on the other hand, FLBC should have won by 40.
Correct.
And they squeaked one out.
By 8. And that 8 is much closer than the final score would make it appear.
It was the craziest thing. I've never seen such a thing. The two of our, we've got a good team this year, in my opinion. Clara and Joshua Rischel shot a combined 2 for 33 from the field and 8 for 16 from the free throw line. And
that will never, ever happen again.
No, it's got to be almost self-fulfilling prophecy after a while. Lauren Jones led FLBC 19. Henry, Faith Peterson with 5 points. Clara Rischel was 7 points and 9 rebounds, which is fairly impressive for a player of her size. Veronica Nessa had a good 4 games, 6 points and 3 rebounds, a couple of assists. Faith Peterson, I mentioned already. Tricia Wolf and Grace Nicety with some good minutes off the bench as well. For Trinity, Madeline Berkey, the pride and joy of
Nairobi,
Kenya, 15 points and 17 rebounds. And Marissa Ledgerwood, 9 points, 7.
Uncharacteristically quiet for Marissa. Got some early foul trouble, and that kind of threw off the rhythm of the rest of the game for her.
And Angie Soto was just hurt.
Yep.
So 1 for 9 from the field, only 2 points. A big problem. Not being 100. So what did you find out about it?
Apparently it's beautiful. It's in the, I was told it's not in the desert part of Africa. It's lush, high, never gets above 90, low never gets below 72.
Oh.
It sounds delightful.
Well, it sounds about 20 degrees too hot for you, actually.
Well,
but for normal people.
I was talking to Mr. Berkey, and they were missionaries in residence at Trinity last year during Madeline's freshman season. And he said he's just grateful it wasn't as cold last year as it was this year.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, last year was pretty nice.
Yeah, it was not bad as far as winters in the upper Midwest go.
There was a National Weather Service screenshot going around on Twitter. Last week, Louisiana and Florida had more snowpack than South Dakota.
Yeah, we are living in bizarre times.
Yeah, we really are. So something else. 1:55 before we tip things off. Last night, I think we could say it was. I think we played better than we've played all year.
And we still lost by
a lot,
45-ish.
And Trinity was playing, the tail end of their bench. It's very good, probably the best team. So that said, this is a tough year for us. It's a great year for Trinity. We enjoy playing Trinity. We enjoy them as Rachel. I'm really proud of the way Coach Logan Strand and assistant coach Micah Moan have handled this season, and our players certainly have conducted themselves well.
Yeah, we'll be looking, again, getting to know some of the reserves from Trinity. You've got the Australian Icebox, Lachlan Mutzius, they call him the Fridge, I call him the Australian Icebox. Owen Pollard, Nehemiah Becker, Jacob King, Mason Bates starting again this afternoon for Trinity FLBC with our standard starting 5. Weston Jensen, Andrew Maxwell, Judah Chernyavsky, Kent Anderson, and Hunter Oyen. Coming out for FLBC in the home blacks, Trinity in the visiting whites. Should be at least an entertaining game. Isaiah Flown, back from the injured list, has recovered from the plague. The plague doctors walking around campus in their bird suits are doing their job.
Oh man, they've been sick, sure. Owen Pollard.
The Australian Icebox.
The Australian Icebox. For two guys that are like reserves.
Yeah, those are good reserves to have.
2 of 3 out, high-low. I mean,
Owen Pollard comes in at 6'8", and I'm guessing about 180, could use some pounds. Lachlan Mutzius is a solid young man.
Yes. I'm going to go on record. Owen Pollard is on.
Soaking wet, where you're going to go?
Yeah. That was you, 130, soaking wet.
All right, we're about ready for the start of the game. We're going to have our prayer, and the pep band's going to do it all over.
Welcome
again.
back to the Student Life Center here at the Free Lutheran Bible College campus in Plymouth, Minnesota for our second game today between the Trinity Bible College Lions and the FLBC Conquerors. Please join us in a word of prayer.
Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, I thank you for this day to come and play basketball. I thank you for just this building, Lord, and for these teams that we can just come and play. I pray just in the name of Jesus, God, that you protect all of the players today from injury. And I pray that as they play today, Lord, they can play for your glory. And I pray all of this in your holy name. Amen.
Please rise. Remove all headgear for the playing of our national anthem. And now the starting lineups. First for the visiting Trinity Lions. Number 1, Mason Bates. Number 2, Jacob King. Number 21, Nehemiah Becker. Number 22, Owen Pollard. And number 30, Lachlan Mutzius. The Lions are coached by Jordan Knoll. And now, the starting lineups for your FLBC Conquerors. From Ishpeming, Michigan, number 2, Weston Jensen. From Gifford, Illinois, number 4, Andrew Maxwell. From Corcoran, Minnesota, number 15, Judah Chernyavsky. From Marysville, Washington, number 22, Kent Anderson. And from Elgin, North Dakota, number 24, Hunter Oyen. The Conquerors are coached by Logan Strand, assisted by Micah Moan.
There you have it, folks. Starting lineups have been listed. The anthem has been played. Prayers have been made. We're about ready to get started. Fourth and final game of our weekend double-double. FLBC Conquerors versus visiting Trinity Bible College Lions. Bates, King, Becker, Pollard, Mutsius versus Jensen, Maxwell, Chernyavsky, Anderson, and Oyen. Pollard is going to jump it today against Judah Chernyavsky. They opt to pull the Australian icebox Lachlan Mutsius out of the jump ball circle.
You're really proud of that one, aren't you?
It fits, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's a good nickname. All right. Pleasantries exchanged. Oh. Pollard accidentally wins the jump ball, and we're underway.
Oh,
that was something. Pollard, high post. Over to King, left wing 3, no good. Left baseline, excuse me. Pollard comes down with the rebound. Becker skips to King. Now Pollard from the charity stripe, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Judah Chernyavsky. Trinity maintains possession. Excellent analysis on that play, Wade.
Thank you very much.
Pollard takes a lob stolen by Kent Anderson. Anderson coming the other way, one-on-one against King. Anderson pushes off, floater, no good. He'll have 2 from the line. FLBC with a shot at taking the lead early in the game.
I apologize. I was attempting in vain to gently rotate my left tibia so as to relieve the pain in my knee.
Oh, chiropractic work.
Holy cow. It is not good, folks. Twin Cities Orthopedics, not a sponsor.
It could be. Kent Anderson makes the first. Yeah, Twin Cities Orthopedics, 2 months and counting for your knee surgery.
Yeah, something like that. So with the health of our dorms lately, I would have thought the Wuhan Chamber of Commerce should have been sponsoring.
Kent makes both. FLBC up early, 2-zip. King with the ball, skips to Becker on the left wing, high post to Pollard. Pollard lobs beautiful. To Mutsius. Mutsius underneath converts.
Okay, high-low is beautiful. You got to, oh man. Kind of like complimenting the executioner on the skill with which he dispatched you.
It's good stuff. Maxwell with the ball, guarded by King. Takes the screen from Chernyavsky. Anderson kicks out to Weston Jensen. Got to have those hands ready, son. Here comes Bates, all alone. Layup good. Trinity's got the lead, 4-2.
Okay, so if you're on the floor, your hands are above your waist, and if your hands are above your waist, it automatically bends your knees. Try it at home. It actually works. Farrell Jacobson taught me that. High school basketball coach.
Cutting Chernyavsky can't handle the pass. Trinity with the turnover coming the other way. King thought about a lob into Mutsius. Not there. Pollard loses control in the paint. No one's got it. Now Pollard's got it.
Lauren Jones just tied it up.
Yeah, Lauren Jones diving onto the play from the stands. That's a turnover for FLBC. Team turnover on the jump ball possession arrow. Pollard a little bit frustrated with himself after that play. You know, I'm going to say this now because I don't want to miss this line of thinking. I'm a little bit disappointed that Lachlan Mutsius isn't from Scotland.
Me too.
Pretty cool that he'd be a Highlander.
Me too.
But when you consider that he's from Australia, it means he's probably been bitten by 3 or 4 poisonous snakes. Had to dodge alligators and probably been attacked by an octopus, and that's kind of awesome. Jensen pump fake, 2-pointer up, in and out, no good. Rebound tip to Judah. Judah back into the paint, up, through, around Mutsius. He's not moving anywhere. Judah decides to kick out. Maxwell, top of the key, gets it to Kent Anderson. Kent wisely resets the offense. King almost picks his pocket. Anderson dribbles forward, dishes to Maxwell. 7-6-5 on the shot clock. Maxwell dribbles in, has his shot altered, and here comes Becker the other way for the Lions.
There was an accidental reset of the of the shot clock.
And Pollard converts in the post over Chernyavsky. 6-2 Trinity leads.
And apparently there is an undo. There's like Control Z. That's a mistake that you can. There's a button to hit to get you back on previous.
I wish I had a mistake button on my life.
Yes, Control Z. You've been using spreadsheets too much.
Oyen on the point. Disrupted by Mutsius. Chernyavsky comes up with the loose ball. Sets a play. Tries to get in the paint. Nothing there. Good defense from Pollard. Pollard graciously gives him his dribble back. Kent Anderson floats it in through traffic. No good. Mutsius strong rebound. That's a couple rebounds for the Australian Icebox.
That's right.
Becker, left wing. Skip pass to King, right wing 3. Drains it. Oh my, Jacob King hits
They
the
can
3.
shoot, can't they?
They can shoot. Jensen to Anderson. Anderson bounced past to Maxwell in the paint, no good.
Good D.
Oyen with the offensive
There you
rebound
go,
in 2. Hunter Oyen for 2.
Attaboy.
9-4, Trinity leads.
Get a stop here.
That'd be nice.
Every possession, just take it possession by possession.
Jacob King. Lachlan Mutsius.
They can't make every shot.
No, but they apparently can get every rebound.
Every rebound, yeah, pretty much.
Mutsius to the line for 2. Lachlan Mutsius now with 3 boards and 2 points and a chance for 2 more.
Just the level of strength and aggressiveness. If you're just watching the game and you haven't played it in a long time, I mean, us,
Yeah.
it's pretty easy to just treat them all as X's and O's. But there are actual people involved here. Mutsius makes the first. When you are not quite as big and not anywhere close to as strong and not as experienced, it just feels for all the world like there's 7 players going after the rebound and you've got 5.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing the Kansas City Chiefs in football where they've got a few extra players in black and white.
Wow. So I was not going to go there.
That was not a comment about these refs.
No.
It was not a comment about these refs. It was a comment about NFL refs.
No.
Mutsius
Yes.
makes both.
The only concern I have about NFL officiating is the roughing the passer, the inconsistency of that.
Entirely subjective.
It's so subjective. And to hear Tom Brady talk about it is the funniest thing ever.
Oh my goodness. Kent Anderson inbounds to Chernovsky, tries to drive baseline on Mutsius. Surprisingly, Mutsius wasn't given ground. King on transition. King through, under, around Kent Anderson, who follows him on the play and gets an and 1. I'd like to also comment right now that Shelby Grevin is wearing a UND sweatshirt, and that just makes me happy.
Wonder what the connection is.
I don't know. Right.
He's always got a connection someplace.
Well, John Grevin's a pilot. Did he go to UND?
No, he did not. He went to the University of Air Force. No, he went USAF, but he went to ROTC at the U of M.
Oh. King with his and 1. Converts 14-4 Trinity. Isaiah Floan is checked into the game, so it's Jensen, Floan, Pacha, Maxwell, and Morrison.
Back
on the
from
floor
the
right
near
now.
dead, Isaiah Floan.
Yep. Oh, Floan underneath the
job.
basket.
Oh.
Blocked by Bates. Pacha for 3
Get
off
in.
the rebound.
There it is.
And he bangs it in. Mateo Pacha. Para tres. Nehemiah Becker misses the 3-pointer.
I think, was that Spanish or Portuguese?
That was Spanish.
Okay.
He's from Ecuador, not Brazil.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Most of our... Sorry, my bad.
Becker, left wing 3, hits it. 17-7.
Doesn't
That's
seem
my
fair.
proudest moment as a broadcaster, by
I
the way. I
noticed.
nailed that
I
call.
noticed. You had that little squirrely look on your face.
Jensen to Maxwell. Maxwell reverse pivots, kicks it out to Weston Jensen. Pacha loses the ball to Becker. Becker all alone. We're going to see a flush. No, people catch up with him. Reverse layup instead. Righty layup from the left side, and my coach just made me run laps.
Yes, exactly. So my favorite moment of our broadcast is where people bring us food.
Yeah, that hasn't happened yet today.
Just once, yesterday.
Yeah,
like
Sandy's
ever,
Donuts.
Right? Sandy's Donuts. That's really nice.
Well, we've had people bring us hot dogs, but we had to pay for them.
Yeah, it doesn't count if you do Uber Eats and then say that Nong's brought you pad thai.
Maxwell can't catch up to Bates, who gets the layup in transition. 21-7, Logan Strand calling a timeout.
Speaking of Uber Eats,
Speaking of Uber Eats,
funny
thing happened to me.
So I travel a lot and I Uber a lot, so I'm Uber One, right? But they've been marketing me by a push notification
Oh, yeah.
for Uber Eats liquor delivery.
Oh. Is
just-
that coinciding with also your your gambling website?
Let's talk about return on ad spend, friends.
You know, volume. That's how you do advertising.
I guess.
And that sometimes you just miss.
Like, this guy doesn't appear to be ordering any liquor.
Try harder. All right, out of the timeout, it's Anderson, Maxwell, Oyen, Floan, and DePacha. For Trinity, it's King, Bates, Becker, Mutsius, and for the first time in the game, we've got Christian Shepard back on the court.
Marcellus is over there, not playing.
He wants to play.
But keeping it real with the Theragun, as if, he had played.
A good recovery weekend for Marcellus.
Yeah.
Heading the other direction, off the turnover.
Again, we've seen the men improve. And I think that's a really good testimony to the character of the students, work of the coaches. Stick with us at the half. I've got a couple Strand family members with us. Talk a little bit about the life and legacy of Dennis Strand. This is a Memorial weekend.
Mutsius guarded by Oyen, dishes to Becker in the high post, misses the jumper. Kent Anderson tries to come down with the rebound, tipped out of bounds off of Kent. Trinity maintains possession, and the shot clock stays at 18. King to inbound. Lobs to Bates. Bates with the hesitation dribble. That's going to be a carry. Yeah, pinned
Good
it to
defense,
his hip.
Mateo.
Only guy who can do that legally is LeBron James.
Or the Beard.
Oh, James Harden.
James
yes.
Harden.
Yep, you're correct. I stand corrected.
Dribbling is entirely optional for James Harden.
And most of the time to be rejected at all costs. Maxwell, top of the key, guarded by Shepard underneath. Kent Anderson for two. Kent cuts the lead to 12. I think they're playing better today than they were yesterday.
Yeah, I think so too.
Shepard guides his flock. Mutsius to Becker underneath. That's two.
Well done.
Maxwell running the point now. Back cut by Pacha. Nothing there. Maxwell instead gets it off to Kent Anderson. Resets the play. High post screen from Hunter Oyen. Anderson dribbles off it. Nothing on the pick and roll. To Maxwell for three. Right wing. No good. Maxwell going to get his own rebound.
Maxwell.
Oh, good hustle. Can't quite save it.
So Ken Anderson's calling for that high ball screen, but he's way too high.
Yeah.
He's 30 feet from the basket.
You can't really accomplish
There's
anything.
no way
on
to, there's no threat.
With the inexperience of this team, though, they do need to play with a fair amount of spacing because they're not going to be doing well in crowded spaces.
Yeah, that's
Bates, Shepard from the left wing, no good. Rebound, Weston Jensen from Ishpeming, Michigan. Jensen back cut to Anderson, tipped, stolen by Mutsius. Mutsius to King. King to Bates, finger roll, no good. Rebound, good hustle rebound by Shepard. Shepard right back at the basket, no good, but he's got two from the line.
No, the guys are playing hard, and hopefully we'll be able to keep up this intensity, keep it close. I'd love to see Jordan have to consider, do I need to put some of my big guys?
Put Celis in.
Yes.
Shepard makes the first free throw. Pollard back into the game. He's going to check in for the Australian Icebox. Lachlan Mutsius. I'm going to come up with a name for Pollard.
There's something
I wish
there.
I knew where he was from.
Well, they gave us nothing to work with. Maybe you should make it up. Oh, I know what we could do. We could crowdsource this.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, where is Owen Pollard from? It's like I'm asking ChatGPT.
Chernovsky in the paint for two.
How do you pronounce Chernovsky?
Just like that.
Just like that.
Ivan Drago.
It's taking time.
I'm trying to get Judah to say, I must break you. Shepard for three from the right wing, and good.
Or diplomatic immunity revoked.
Anderson, floater from the stripe, no good. Rebound tipped off of Oyen.
Timeout, Coach Logan Strand. I jumped on you.
Yeah, look at that.
I did. 28-11, 11:58 left in the first half. Various sponsors make FLBC athletics possible. We all know that good nutrition starts with whole foods, but most of us don't get enough of many essential nutrients in our daily diet. Joy Enterprises invites you to start living well with whole food nutrition. Joy Enterprises at protonmail.com or browse Brent Peterson's full selection of AIM products at myamestore.com/Joy Enterprises. Thank you to Jason Goodham's financial advisor, Kyle Kirby.
Good man.
Yeah, he's all right for my first cousin once removed.
He's got us reset, and we're doing well.
It really is helpful, and this is probably more of a sales pitch than we're allowed to do and call it a tax-deductible donation. But I will say, it is well worth the 1% or so that a real financial advisor will cost you. Ignorant. You think financial advice is expensive? You should try ignorance.
Yeah. And I think of not having my estate in order for the last 15 or so years, and how much did that cost me versus having Kyle get us situated in like 3 meetings.
Well, fortunately, you didn't die in that time.
No,
so.
but we did have life insurance, so we were fine.
You did, okay. And I wasn't like signed up to take care of your kids, was I?
Nope.
Okay, that's great.
Got that lined up too.
That's good. Okay, so Truestone Wealth Management, thank you for sponsoring FLBC Athletics. Kyle Kirby, Mark Prestinger, Tim Fugleberg, 701-352-1217 for help planning your financial future. And we are back.
Well done. Well done. Bates with the ball to Shepard. Now Becker looking for Pollard in the high post. Pollard really wants it. They're ignoring him for now. Low post Becker, high post Pollard. Pollard reverse pivots, finds Shepard on the low block. Shepard, one extra pass to Becker, and it's good. My parents live in Becker, Minnesota.
30-11.
Jensen tries to lead Anderson. Ball tipped back to Jensen. Corner 3, short, rebounded by Pollard.
Oh, how'd that get through?
Oh, my word. And, Bates, who is poised with the ball, misses another finger roll at the rim, but he's going back to the line, too. That's some body control displayed by Bates. Almost halfway through the first half, and I don't think I would have predicted that Nehemiah Becker would be leading all scorers, but he is with 9.
No, I wouldn't have either. So, Trinity's roster is always interesting to see their hometowns.
Which they've scrubbed from the website.
Well, because, many of them are not from Ellendale.
No.
So, how does one get there? So, it's an Assemblies of God school. Many of those around the United States, regionally distributed, like North Central and Minneapolis. So it's just interesting to see, why did you pick Ellendale? We sure like the place, but I can see why somebody from, Australia wouldn't come to Ellendale.
Maybe if you're from like Alice Springs, Australia.
Or some such thing.
Bates into the paint, hands off to Becker. Becker off his foot. FLBC coming the other way after the turnover. In the game now for the Conquerors, Maxwell, Oyen, Chernyavsky, Jensen, and Kent Anderson. Trinity countering with King, Shepard, Becker, Bates, and Pollard. Those are your 5 starters, minus Mutsius. Oyen, top of the key. Hassled by Pollard, gets it to Maxwell. Maxwell, high post to Anderson. Anderson, jump stop, loses the ball to Bates. Here's Bates in transition. I love watching Bates in the transition. Nice shovel pass. King, left-handed layup, up and good.
I like watching the structure that we're running. We're running some continuity, old flex offense.
22-point lead for Trinity. Jensen to Kent Anderson. King tries to jump the pass, misses. Jensen baseline jumper, no good. Rebound down to Pollard. Here they come the other way. Lob pass from Shepard to Bates, who does not go in for the layup. Pulls out for a 3 instead. Travels trying to step back.
Okay, you know what? I can't believe they called that, but it's the right call. He changed pivot foot.
Yep.
Feet.
Just to set his feet to shoot the 3.
Pivot foots.
Pivot foots.
I haven't
you
seen.
didn't say
look at this right here,
pivot
right?
feet.
I haven't seen that called in years.
Oh yeah, that's a good call.
It's a good call, and they don't call it anymore. Matt Dykstra, where are you? I need you. Oh, Rebecca Pocket. Let's go Conquerors.
Judah Chernovsky with the ball on the left elbow, gets it to Maxwell. Stolen by Bates. It's Bates and Pollard, Bates and Pollard. Bates off the backboard to Pollard, who couldn't flush it but converts the layup anyway. I saw that one coming from about the 14-foot mark.
Was it the cheesy grin looking over his shoulder?
the giddiness, the joy. Weston Jensen has the ball stripped by Pollard. Back up to Pollard. Chernavsky hustling back, forces Pollard into a layup. 37-11 Trinity leading, 9:14 to go in the first half.
Brady Anderson with the steal and the assist.
Oh, 80s baseball legend Brady Anderson back in the game.
His sister can play.
Anderson, Anderson had a layup, decided to pass out of it, got it to Oyen. Now Maxwell with the offensive rebound. Andrew Maxwell strong to the basket for 2.
Strong, kept it high, put it back in, loved it.
Like a post player. 37-13. Shepard for 3 from the right wing.
Thought it was short, it was not.
Thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken.
mistaken.
Anderson calls the play. Boyan with the screen. Anderson goes by Brady Anderson. Scoops up a layup, high off the glass, no good. Rebound by Shepard. Shepard lobs to Pollard. Extra touch pass to Bates underneath for 2. Good, 42-13. Right now, Trinity's just running a transition drill against us.
Yeah, that's all it is. So they can release 2 and rebound with 3. That makes it pretty hard.
Weston Jensen, reverse pivot, jumper from the stripe, no good. Rebound comes down to Shepard. As a flashing Brady Anderson, didn't like what he saw, opted not to pass. Bates reverses to Pollard in the left corner. Pollard, high post, Shepard kicks out to Brady Anderson for 3. Brady Anderson nails the 3. He's a Trinity fan favorite. Anderson off the loose ball, loses the ball to Anderson. Anderson on Anderson violence. Mutzius back in the game, comes up with it, gets it to Shepard. Shepard skip pass up to Bates. And back to Shepard. Trinity's going to run an offense now. Anderson reverses to Pollard. Pollard 3, left corner, no good. Fouled on the box up by Chernavsky.
That'll be 3 shots for Pollard. With 7:23 left in the half, it's 45-13.
Owen Pollard is from Troutdale, Oregon, as one would expect.
Yes, and this is Owen's dad.
Yeah.
And so he would know. Now I gotta.
I mean, anyone on the internet could claim to be
Troutdale.
Owen Pollard's dad, but we're going to believe you.
Yes, we are. So even if you're not telling the truth, you have won us over.
No.
Okay, so I got to find Troutdale.
Troutdale, Oregon.
Because that seems like a wonderful place to be from.
It's Troutdale going to be prettier than Ennis, Montana. It's on the Columbia River Gorge.
There's probably some argument between Ennis, the world capital of fly fishing, and Troutdale.
The world capital of trouts named Dale.
It could be a different kind of trout, though.
Yeah.
To be fair, because on the Columbia River, near Gresham, so just outside of Portland. So when we go into Portland to get to Astoria, if you go the other direction, just upstream. upstream from Portland.
It's the Troutdale.
Right, look at that.
All right.
One of the many Lewis and Clark state recreation sites. Right.
Owen Pollard makes all 3, now tied for the scoring lead in the game with Becker.
Did I disclose to you ahead of time that I need to leave today at about 3:15?
You did not. That's news to me. Thanks. Did you just come up with that now?
No, actually, you know where I'm going. Celebrating Larry Myra.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yes.
I do know where you're going.
Because if your VP of operations asks you to do something,
do it.
You do it even if you're the president. Especially if it's on a weekend.
Yeah. Bates with the steal. Steps back, misses. Rebound by Shepard. Shepard reverses to no one in particular. That's a turnover. FLBC coming back the other direction.
At halftime, we will be joined by 2 other Strand family relatives. Interviewed Dr. Dwayne Strand, Logan Strand's father, of the first game. We had the nice presentation memorializing Dennis Strand. And then we'll have a conversation at halftime as well. So thanks for staying with us.
Maxwell to Chernavsky. Judah, top of the key, guarded by Mutzius. Dribbling in traffic. Maxwell, 10 on the shot clock. Judah, 3 over Mutzius, off the rim. Rebounded by Brady Anderson. Oh, Pacha hustles it down. Fan favorite running down with fan favorite. Hustle play for Mateo.
Have you spent any time in Oregon?
I I've never been to Oregon.
Really?
I've been all around Oregon. I've never actually been to Oregon. But I know enough not to call it Oregon.
Yeah, or Astoria. It's Astoria. But you also spent a year in Salinas, California, so you know the coastal vibe.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most beautiful places in the world.
Love the Pacific Ocean. Anderson with the ball.
Columbia River Gorge and Pacific Coast Highway, just gorgeous. Oregon coast.
These teams running back and forth, getting a little playground ball-y right now. Oyen and Morrison check in for Floan and Chernovsky. FLBC looking a little winded at this point with all the running Trinity's been doing.
And a little shorthanded and sick. Other than that,
it's great. Kent to Pacha. Pacha kicks out to Maxwell. Maxwell thought he had a lane. Good recovery there by Gochi. No, Sam Wilson? That doesn't look right.
Sam Wilson is number 12? No.
No, 11.
11.
That says it's Sam Wilson. Must be Sam Wilson. We'll take the word for it. That looks a lot to
like
me
Gunnar
like
Gochi.
Yeah. Brady Anderson down to number 11, who we'll call for now, misses the 3. Rebound by Mutsius. Mutsius right-handed hook over Oyen in the post, misses. Rebound Kent Anderson. Anderson bounce pass in traffic, disrupted by Brady Anderson. Missed 3, goes right into the hands of Kent Anderson. We've got a lot of Anderson action going on early in this game.
Many unders had sons. There we are, Logan.
Logan Morrison for 3, and he's pleased.
He's pretty happy. Pretty happy about that. They say act like you've been there before, but I'm not sure he has.
Yeah. Brady Anderson under the basket for 2. He's got 5 timeout. Logan's
going to
Strand
take a 30-second timeout for some
wants to get some rest.
And rest. Should I pay a bill? FLBC Athletics brought to you in part by Caleb Carlson of Three Rivers Real Estate for help buying or selling your new home. Count on Caleb, FLBC basketball alumnus and real estate expert. Caleb at threeriversrealestateteam.com. Thanks also to Cisco, the official food service provider of the Free Lutheran Bible College and Seminary, for sponsoring tonight's contest. Cisco helps chefs Matt Peschel and Chester Dyrud keep our students fueled with delicious, healthy meals. If your business needs a food service provider, call 763-785-9000 to find your local Cisco service center at cisco.com. Do you enjoy the food that you eat each day?
At FLBC in the cafeteria, it's delicious.
I really enjoy it.
And even if the food is out of bounds for me in whatever iteration of a diet I'm doing, the full salad bar is terrific too.
It is.
Anderson all the way to the hoop. Kent
Oh, that's
for 2.
a little wrong foot finish. Nobody taught us a wrong foot finish back in the day, right?
It wasn't permitted.
Yeah, it's like jump stop and go up, but that's all right. Quick
50
release.
to 18. Mutsius, high post, backs in Chernovsky. Oh, that was pretty. Lachlan Mutsius for 2. Jensen, guarded by Anderson, gets it to Anderson, not guarded by Jensen. Kent follows his own shot, back under the basket, misses the reverse, rebounded by Mutsius. Heading the other direction is Jacob King. Brady Anderson, right wing 3. Brady Anderson has achieved a new level. He's up 2-8 for the game.
He's going to get a double digits, isn't he?
They want him to. Kent Anderson, hands off to Floan. Kent should have just gone up with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Isaiah
Because that's what Isaiah had to do, and it was a worse shot.
Yeah, and he was guarded by Mutsius.
So thanks for passing me the ball. What do you want me to do with this? It's kind of like the pass to the flat as the running back's about to get leveled.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen. Weston Jensen into the paint. We've got a blocking foul, probably on Mutsius. Not really sure. Yep, Mutsius picks up the blocking foul. Becker's going to come in for him. Oyen checking into the game for Flown. So you've got Kent Anderson, Chernovsky, Jensen, Oyen, and Maxwell on for FLBC. We think it's Gunnar Gochi, Becker, King, Shepard, and Brady Anderson in the game for Trinity. Anderson, the runner, the floater, no good. Rebounded by Nehemiah Becker.
Logan Anderson, if you're watching the game, let us know. If you're watching your brother play. Love to catch up with you. Wish you were here. Mr. Pollard says, I'm legitimately his dad, but I probably would lie and say I'm related, even if I weren't, because he's such a good guy.
We believe you. He looks like a good guy.
He does. Good player.
Missed three-pointer. Oyen with the rebound. Here comes Weston Jensen with the ball. Anderson on the dribble weave. Bounce pass out to Judah Chernovsky for three. Judah for three! FLBC right now shooting 50% from threes. That's all right.
They should shoot more.
If they did, we might not be shooting 50%.
Doesn't quite work that way, does it?
Becker skip pass to King to answer. In and out, no good. Judah with the rebound.
The easiest way to increase your shooting percentage is not to make another shot, but to not take two misses.
Take better shots. Kent Anderson to the basket, left side, gets to the low post, nothing there, skips out to Judah. Judah working on King, gets around King, floater in the lane. Oh, good take by Judah.
That would have been great.
That would have been awesome. What a strong
I would have
take.
loved to finish that. You should get style points, even though you don't finish.
Like quarter points in the CBA.
Yes. Oh, those were the days.
Jacob King from 8, no good. Judah with the rebound. Judah's got a handful of rebounds now.
Are we on to talking hockey yet or not quite?
Not quite yet.
Okay. I have opinions about hockey.
Let's
I like
hear it.
hockey.
Well, we only got 53 seconds. Save it for what you have of the second half before you
Thank you. That was a nice
leave me hanging.
dig.
No, hockey, not volleyball. Shepard checks out. Pollard back in. All-around nice guy, Owen Pollard, back in the game. Jacob King running the point. King lobs to Pollard under the basket. Pollard with some nice touch and rolls it in off the rim.
That was a pretty pass, but it had a lot to do with Pollard's catch radius, which is substantial.
Yeah. I'd like to know what his wingspan is. Oh, Nehemiah Becker jumps the pass. Good hustle by Morrison. Can he alter the shot? No. Becker poised, calm, and collected. 61-21 with 20 seconds left to go. Weston Jensen controls the ball again for FLBC. Jensen into the lane, kicks out to Kent Anderson. Left side three. Kent Anderson buries the three.
Get a stop here.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. King with the buzzer beater. Rolls off the rim. And the first half comes to an end. 61-24. Trinity with the advantage. A improved half of basketball for FLBC.
Kent Anderson with 9. Judah Chernovsky with 5. Nehemiah Becker for Trinity with 11. Owen Pollard also 11. Jacob King and Brady Anderson and Christian Shepard all with 8 apiece. It's a very good basketball team. So this is more or less their practice squad. And, I mean, they'd finish middle of the pack in the NIAC.
Might finish higher than middle of the pack.
So is it possible that Trinity could have the first and third best teams in the NIAC?
Yeah.
How does Jordan sleep at night?
Comfortably.
Very well. We got a couple visitors, Strand family visitors for halftime, so keep it right here from the campus of the Free Lutheran Bible College and Seminary in Plymouth, Minnesota, and the Student Life Center. Jason Goodham taking a little break. I'm Wade Mobley. Why don't you? Oh, look at these guys. These are two guys. If you don't know these people, these are two guys you do not want sneaking up on you from behind. So, can you sit down here by chance? Would that be possible? You can get to this microphone. So, come on down. You can do both of you if you want. Kind of pass it off between the two of you. So this microphone will pick up. You got to be kind of close, but if you kind of pass it off, it'll be okay. Paul Strand and Charles Chuck Strand. Paul's from, is it Zambroda? Is that your address? Where is it?
Kenya.
Kenya. You're Kenyan. Great. but you went to the Zimbrota Church way back, didn't you? Way back. Okay, gotcha. And then Charles, Chuck, you're from Greenbush, is it?
Bush, Minnesota.
Okay, great. So we're gonna, you're gonna have to get closer. I'm sorry. I know you guys have a personal space. I know the family. So you're gonna. I know it's a struggle for you, even though you're siblings, to sit that close. But of the Strand children, where are you in the birth orders?
Well, I would be number 7.
Okay.
I'm the great number 8.
Okay, so you guys are like the 2 youngest then.
I am the youngest.
I did not know that, and yet you, Paul. I've always thought that you were much older than you are. I don't know why, but
I just appear that way. I'm more mature.
so Katie works for us at the school, and I just happened to notice on Facebook a while back, "Happy whatever birthday, Dad," and I'm thinking, wait a second, that's not too much more than mine, and you always seem just farther along in life. Let's just say, you had kids when you were a little younger, probably. Thank you, production assistant Lexi Berg. Really appreciated the input of the Strand family for this event today. Blessed be Dennis's memory as well. What memories do you have of your big brother?
So they talked about Dennis and his golfing. And, his golfing didn't stop just because the summer was over. He golfed all winter. Around the farm, he would especially after a fresh snow, he would use a yellow or a green ball or an orange ball, and he'd shank a few of those out into the snow, and then it was up to us little boys to go and find them. And then while we were looking for those, he was also a bit of an inventor. He discovered if you take a roofing nail and drive it into a golf ball, and you tie a string onto that, and then tie the other end off to the corner of the shed, he could tee that thing up and practice his drive shots. And you wanted to be nowhere around that thing when he hit it, because you never knew if that string was going to hold or not.
No, and you wouldn't want to hit that roofing nail with your golf club either. So, yeah, Chuck, what do you remember?
Well, yeah, that was it too. But, you go back to the basketball days, and you read about his alumni tournament record. And I don't know why, but for some reason when I was young, he thought it would be cool to drag the little brother down to the cities to go to alumni tournaments. And so a number of times I was the chosen one to come with and have that experience. And the alumni tournaments are great, but we stayed in hotels, and that was back in the good old days where a continental breakfast was orange juice and rolls.
Yeah.
And Dennis that was his thing. He just wanted the rolls and the orange juice.
Oh, that'll work.
When you're little, that was a pretty proud moment to be chosen to go with. And so, his basketball, he's a legend in his own mind.
Yeah, his own time, yeah.
One of the other greatest things that I remember about his basketball was, and I don't remember how old I was then either, but we came down to the cities and went to an NBA exhibition game with the Philadelphia 76ers.
Wow.
And saw Julius Erving,
no way,
Dr. J, and Moses Malone play. I don't remember what venue it was down here, but I got to go. I think even to this day I have a poster, Dr. J.
Well, that's pretty cool. Well, that is pretty cool. So, okay, so you, all 8 of Percy and Judy's kids came to FLBC, or what, FLBC, and then a whole bunch of grandkids. And I went to school with that next generation. But now we're on to another generation, one right behind us. Sawyer, how's he doing? Is he enjoying it?
Well, and see, Sawyer's still one of the first generation.
Oh, I suppose.
He's still one of the grandkids. He's the last.
Yeah, I suppose he's the last of that. Yeah, that's right.
But I'm the youngest, some of the great grands.
That'd be like Maddie Munfram.
And
Yeah.
really,
Yeah, so Scott and I were we were right next to each other, and I'm still recovering from the trauma. But Maddie has redeemed some of the family. Yes, the Sawyers. Yeah, I was off a generation on that. So
Yeah.
it's just they're all over, and so at some point it's going to be constant strand relatives.
well, we hope.
Yeah, it's kind of a good thing to have. So. No, you can't. All right. So, the schools changed a lot. I know over the years, everything changes. But what do you remember about FLBC days and what you see in your kids or grandkids around FLBC today? Yeah, I did not prep you for that one.
Well, you're right. It's changed a lot. Back in our day, it was 2 buildings and a gym.
Yep.
Those are good times.
Yep.
Oh, but man, I claim to be a basketball player back in my part of the team. What it would have been to have a gym like this.
Yeah, it is kind of amazing. I know that we had when I was a men's resident head, we had 189 students on campus, and we had no gym, no heritage hall. And I don't remember it being particularly awful. But, I mean, how did you do it? Well, we had 3 people in every 2-person room, which doesn't seem right. And our students, when you talk to our students at lunch today, 116 students in the undergrad, you tell them this, and you say, we got room for another 30 students on campus. And they said, no, we're full. It feels full. I said, no, we're not full. Now, we wouldn't do that again because of things like, what do they call it again? Health inspection. But that said, I don't remember particularly negative. I remember it all very positive. It was hard coaching basketball with no gym. I think we could have done better with a place like this to practice and things like that, but that's ultimately not what we're here for, and those were great days for me too.
Well, we made do, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have all those luxuries, but we made do, and it worked. I mean, our Bible school experience wouldn't change that.
Oh, same. Yeah, I don't know how many years of post-secondary education I have, but the 2 most influential were those 2 years that you technically didn't really get any credit for it unless another college would recognize it, and yet those were definitely the 2 most influential years of education that I've had. Good days, very, very much so. Well, we sure appreciate Dennis's memory, appreciate Percy and Judy's family, appreciate all the kids and grandkids running around here as well, and just thank you so much for stopping by and sharing some memories.
Thank you.
Much, Wade.
You bet. Good to see you, Paul. Chuck. Paul and Chuck Strand, children 7 and 8 from Percy and Judy Strand's family, as we remember their older brother, Dennis Strand, who passed away after a series of strokes this past year. Blessed be his memory. Thank you so much, family, for a financial contribution, too, as part of this sponsorship towards scholarships. Great memories. At the half, 5 minutes left in the halftime, 61-24, FLBC men trailing Trinity Bible College Lions out of Ellendale, North Dakota. We enjoy Trinity, enjoy Jordan and Rachel as coaches. They understand sports ministry well. The men's team... The women's team is reloading this year for Trinity. The FLBC women's team is pretty good. Our men's team is down this year, and we knew that was going to be the case. And Trinity's men's team is the best that I recall in our conference. And enjoying the competition. Good to see our teams getting better, both men's and women's teams, as they approach our conference tournament, February 21 through 23, right here in the Student Life Center on the campus of the Free Lutheran Bible College and Seminary. The ACCA tournament as well. It's a national tournament that we've been playing in for years, held on our campus this year, the second week of March. You can find more information about that online, flbcathletics.com. Thank you to a number of sponsors this year. 3 Rivers Real Estate, Cisco, True Stone, Beyond Limits. We should tell you more about that ministry sometime. We'd love to get their director, Craig Spofford. Beyond Limits is a ministry to developmentally disabled college-age students, and we're able to have them on our campus and expose them to a Bible-saturated curriculum that's been really, really good. Some other sponsors this year, Rock Elm and Mark Johnson of AO1 Construction, along with Joy Enterprises. That's Brent Peterson's AIM business. Father of FLBC women's player Faith Peterson. At the half, Kent Anderson leads FLBC with 9 points and 3 rebounds. Judah Chernowski with 5 points and 4 rebounds. For Trinity, Nehemiah Becker has 11 points and 3 rebounds. Owen Pollard, 11 and 5. Jacob King, 8 points. Brady Anderson, 8 points. Christian Shepard, 8 points and 3 rebounds. FLBC is shooting 33%, so making 1 out of 3. That's not bad for our level of experience. 4 for 7 on three-pointers and 2 for 2 from the free throw stripe. Trinity is shooting 62% from the field, 6 of 16 from three-point land, and 90%, 9 of 10 from the free throw circle. And joining me back in the Jason Goodham Memorial Broadcast booth is the namesake of the Jason Goodham Memorial Broadcast booth, Jason Goodham.
Would that make me eponymous?
The eponymous, I was trying to do that, but I went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yes. So good visit with Paul Strand and Chuck Strand. I've known that family forever because of the cousins. So Percy and Judy had 8 kids. Paul, that's Katie's dad, is only slightly older than me. So he's, I turned 52. I think he's probably 56, 57, something like that. Chuck's younger, which means Chuck isn't, he's like more or less my age. And yet somehow these farmers look more like grizzled, manly, and yet they don't have orthopedic surgery scheduled. So
yeah,
good to visit with them. I think Chuck said, he said back in the day, there's 2 buildings and a chapel. It's just so different on campus. And yet the program, highly similar. We don't teach typing anymore. They did back at the beginning, believe it or not. But it's just really interesting. We have a minute here before we begin. What would be your reflective comparison between the institution that you're teaching at today and the institution where I was your resident head and coached you in basketball but didn't let you play?
The community, by and large, is identical. We've got faculty, staff that care about the students. There's a camaraderie on campus. You just don't get that anywhere else other than a residential program. It's not possible. The program itself, I think we've made a lot of strides. I mean, for better or for worse, or however you want to classify it, for my generation, Bible school was marketed as a couple years of Bible camp with your friends. And, we're a real school now. We have academic integrity. We have standards. We have rigor, and it's good for the students. And all of the students are rising to the occasion, which I love. And our basketball teams don't practice in 2 small carpeted gyms.
That's kind of nice, too, yeah. And still the Bible. Through everything, you get more Bible here than in 2 years than most Bible colleges would give you in 4. So we have Owen's grandpa, he's a great guy and a hard worker, helping us buck hay and other chores around the farm. Billy Thor Mutzius says that Lachlan Mutzius is better known as the fridge, not the Australian Icebox.
No, we're rolling with Australian Icebox.
Hey.
I'm owning that one.
Jason.Goodham at flbc.edu.
FLBC, first possession of the half, comes up with a turnover, coming back the other way. It's going east to west on your radio dial if you're somehow listening and not watching on YouTube, but that would be weird. Jensen to Oyen. Baseline to Anderson, back to Oyen. Thought about a jumper. Come on, Hunter, shoot your shot.
That's your shot, Hunter.
Chernowski finds a cutting Anderson. Anderson extra pass to Oyen, just a little bit in front. That went off a foot.
Coming our way.
It went off a foot.
So,
5 of the players did not know that. The other 5 did, and they were of mixed clothing. So there's some confusion there.
Jace Anderson, go Kent. I'm getting texts from my wife about Ben's game. Not quite live tweeting, but pretty close.
Live texting.
Yeah, live
Judah
texting.
Chernowski with the clock running out, misses a three-pointer, and Trinity's coming back the other way. 61-24, 19-19 left in the game. What's the threshold for the running clock, Wade?
50.
50. Any time in the second half?
Yes. So before I requisition, summon, or otherwise hail an Uber, not a sponsor,
Could
but
be.
yeah, probably not actually, to go to St. Louis Park to the game show experience with Larry Meyer.
I'm sad I'm missing that.
I just want to watch Larry Meyer do this. I can't picture this. He's an accountant, friends. His idea of a video game is Excel.
Yeah. It's running a macros.
Ball turned over to Trinity on a travel. I wanted to share with you my hockey insight. Did you know that you could have an overtime loss in every game all year and be one of the better teams in the playoffs?
Yeah, the point system.
It's weird to me.
Mutsius from the free throw line for 2.
I think there should be 3 points available in a hockey game.
And distributed.
Yeah, so you get 3 for a straight up win. Woohoo! See that?
Yeah,
Between
behind the
legs?
back, between the legs, and nothing came of it. This
That's
is
pretty, though.
Pollard in transition, left-handed layup, no good. Chernyavsky on the rebound. All around nice guy, Owen Pollard.
Who bucks hay, but he does not look like a hay bucker.
No,
He looks like
but
You know,
maybe he's got that wiry, sinewy,
sinewy
of a
strength.
farm kid. Mutsius under the basket in transition, misses
the
the layup.
fridge.
The
The
Australian
fridge
ice
from
box.
down under.
That just doesn't roll off the tongue like Australian
It
ice
doesn't,
box.
but it's a man's father.
Uh,
And we would not want to offend any. All right, so
Separated by distance, I find Judah with another 3.
beautiful, Judah. So we have 3 points for a win, 0 points for a loss, 2 points for an overtime win, 1 point for an overtime loss. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but you'd still, come away. If you lost every game in overtime, you'd still end up with 81
No,
points.
you still. Oh yes, but you'd be, but the number of that would be diluted.
How about just be like a normal sport and go by record? Revolutionary idea.
Because it's Canadian.
Yeah, well, metric scoring. Judah tries it again, doesn't come up with it.
Because corner gas.
Yeah, well, there you go.
And your contention? Your contention that if I were a character in corner gas,
You're Oscar, Leroy.
no, you said I'd be Larry.
Oh, no, you're
Lacey.
Lacey. That's right, you're Lacey.
James Moultrie
James
is
Moultrie
Oscar.
is Oscar Leroy. We should save that for the Providence broadcast.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
That's 2 weeks from
Oh,
today.
is that Providence?
Is that? No, it's.
No, it's Oak Hills, I thought, isn't it?
Oh, it's at. No, you're right. It's at Providence.
Yeah, we're at Providence this year, but they'll be down for the tournament, I hope, right?
Yeah, we'll look forward to that.
King tries to steal Chernovsky. Judah recovers, blocked by Mutsius. Morrison and Floan check in for Maxwell and Oyen. 70-26, that's a 44-point lead for Trinity. Kent Anderson inbounds off of Judah Chernovsky's hands. That's a turnover. Trinity coming back the other way.
So before I hail this Uber, I'm also going to have to ask you to. Could you take my
You
devices to your
can- office?
or your office, either one. my
Well,
office.
I don't have a key to your office.
And let's keep it that way.
Yeah.
where I write things on my whiteboard, cataloging your deficiencies as an employee, a friend, a teacher,
And all of
human
you,
being.
a pastor. Jensen in transition, turnaround jumper. Oh, that didn't fall. Floan tries to save the rebound. Mutsius gets to it before he does. King in transition up to Pollard. Pollard wants to flush, finger rolls it instead, lost it on its way up. 72-26, 16 minutes to go in the game. Jensen to Anderson, now in the paint to Morrison. Morrison blocked by Becker in the paint. Mutsius comes up with the loose ball. Pollard, left wing 3, no good. Rebound, Mutsius comes up with it, loses it in traffic. Jensen comes away with it. I don't think I would want to be the recipient of a Lachlan Mutsius elbow.
No, I would avoid that as well.
Not that he has, I don't think he has particularly pointy elbows, but I imagine they have velocity and force behind them.
Yes, yeah, it's he's a strong young man.
Isaiah Flown to inbound to Anderson. Flown, Anderson, Morrison, Maxwell, and Pacha on the court for FLBC. Bates, King, Pollard, Becker, and Mutius for Trinity. Maxwell has the ball tipped by Pollard out of bounds. FLBC maintains possession. 15:23 on the clock. Lob pass to Logan Morrison on the out of bounds play. Morrison to Anderson. Kent Anderson's going to stop and pop a three. In and out, no good. Good, strong rebound by Owen Pollard. Jacob King to Nehemiah Becker. Back to King. King thought about a three. They're going to run some more offense first. High post. Mutius, yes, from the elbow. Lachlan Mutius. Some call him the fridge, but we here in Minneapolis call him the Australian icebox.
That's cold.
Ice cold and solid.
Well, I'm afraid the time has come.
You're leaving me?
I'm going to leave you.
All right.
I'm
Mutius with the block of Pacha at the rim.
going to do a little Alt-Tab. You can get to those reads, but you know.
Yeah, I got him.
And, yeah, have a good time.
All right, enjoy.
Proud of this team. Proud of our students, proud of our school, and good to celebrate Dennis Strand's life and memory as well.
Staying on brand and on mission.
Catch you later.
Have a good one. All right, you guys are stuck with me for the rest of the game. I apologize in advance and repeatedly during this time. Another 2 points, and it's 50-point lead now for Trinity, which means we're at running clock for the rest of the game. Maxwell running the point for FLBC, gets it to Kent Anderson, gets it over to Mateo Pacha. Pacha on the baseline, dribbles out of some trouble, hands off to Anderson. Can he get underneath the rim? No, he can't. Mutius comes away with the steal. And FLBC in the home blacks will take up defensive position. Nehemiah Becker, left side, post entry pass to Pollard, back out to Becker. Left side three, Becker rims out, rebounded by Kent Anderson, stolen right out of his hands by Mutius for two, and that's 18 now for Lachlan Mutius, who's double-doubled at 18 and 11. 78-26, 13-32 left to go. Pollard with the steal, harassed by Maxwell, who rides him, forces him into a free throw situation, adjusting the shot, contact during the play. Owen Pollard gets up with a smile on his face and a song in his heart, and he'll be shooting 2 free throws from the stripe. Going to have some subs coming into the game. Looks like Christian Shepard waiting to check in. And for FLBC, Oyen, Jensen, and Chernovsky waiting to check in. Pollard makes the first, Shepard in for King. Oyen, Jensen, and Chernovsky in for Maxwell, Kent Anderson, and Isaiah Flown. Again, Logan Strand managing a 3-man bench for the rest of the season. Rotating all his players in. Pollard with the second shot makes them both, and Owen Pollard has a game-high 17. Looks like Mutius is only at 16. I thought he was at 18. My apologies. Weston Jensen running the point now for the Conquerors. Gets it over to Pacha. Pacha from the free throw line. Jump stop, kicks out to Chernovsky. Judah drives into some traffic. Kicks out Morrison, wanted a three, did not pop right away. Hesitated, gets it to Weston Jensen, 14-footer. Weston hits the two from Logan Morrison. Those are Weston's first 2 points of the game. Mutius high post, looks for a flasher, nothing there. Over to Bates. Now Brady Anderson into the game again. Brady Anderson left wing up to Bates, guarded by Morrison. Anderson, low post to Becker, into the paint to Mutius. That's a good solid play. Becker to Mutius for two. Jensen over to Pacha. Pacha, travels before he gets the jumper off. Had a right elbow jump shot. Couldn't get it off before he walks. This is Gunnar Gochi checking in for Bates. So now Trinity has a lineup of Shepard, Mutius, Gochi, Anderson, and Nehemiah Becker. I'm going to see if we can get Brady Anderson to double digits. He's got 8. He hasn't missed a shot yet. 3 for 3 from the field, 2 for 2 from the three-point line. Anderson around the perimeter. Gochi, Shepard, Mutsius underneath Oyen for 2. Mutsius is a force in the paint, and he's getting some valuable minutes. Mutsius is a sophomore on this excellent Trinity team. Pacha kicks out to Judah. Back into the paint. Now kick out to Morrison. Stolen by Shepard. 10:29 to go in the game. Becker. Baseline drive. Skips to Anderson, who kicks out to Gochi for 3. Hard off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Logan Morrison. Judah bringing the ball up the court. Over to Logan. Into the paint to Jensen. Ball deflected right back out to Logan Morrison. Gets it to Pacha on the left elbow. Pacha bounce pass to Chernyavsky. Judah into the paint, trying to carve out some space. Judah on the drive, misses the layup, but he'll have 2 from the line. Who's this foul on? Becker's first foul of the game. Judah with 2 from the line. I want to thank our sponsors, our season-long sponsors, Three River Real Estate, Cisco, True Stone Wealth Management, and Beyond Limits for helping make FLBC basketball and this live stream possible. Kent Anderson, Andrew Maxwell checking the game for Logan Morrison and the Mateo Pacha. Judah Chernovsky at the line has 1 more free throw. Judah has 7 points. Make it 8. 9:15 to go on the game clock. 83-29. Trinity leading this one. The last of our 4 games this weekend. Next home games, Valentine's Day weekend. We'll have another double-double. Travel called on Gunnar Gochi. FLBC coming back the other way. Weston Jensen initiates the offense with Kent Anderson. Floater from the right elbow, not there. Gochi with the ball. Brady Anderson guarded by Kent Anderson. Top of the key to Shepard, wants to drive, nothing there. Good defense by Weston Jensen. Anderson, reverse pivot into the lane. Hard off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Chernyavsky. That's Anderson's first miss of the game. Judah harassed by Becker. Oh, good hard defense by Nehemiah Becker. Aggressive. Maxwell into the paint. Jump stop. Judah underneath, blocked by Shepard. Judah comes back with the ball. 9 on the shot clock. Kent, wide open 3, nails it. Kent Anderson for 3. Got a whistle. What do we got going on? Some whistle singling out Christian Shepard, who's leaving the game. Not sure what happened there. And Bates has checked in for him. After Anderson's 3-point play, it's 83-32. Anderson with 9 in the game. Gochi running the point for the Lions. Gets it over to Bates. Bates, Anderson, Gochi. Gochi loses the ball on the dribble, kicked by Anderson off of Gochi's feet. It'll be FLBC ball. If the turnover, Bates going back out of the game. Shepard coming back into the game. Don't really know why or what the call was, but we're back to where we were a minute ago. Weston Jensen to Kent Anderson to Andrew Maxwell. Here's Judah. No screen there. Oh, Judah with a drive under Mutsius. Good hard take to the hole for Judah Chernyavsky. There was a kind of a defunct screen on that play. Judah went for it anyway, found a lane and finished well. This is a lob pass to Becker underneath, misses the layup. Becker comes down with the rebound, gets it out to Shepard. Shepard rotates into Mutsius in the paint, and you know what? Lachlan Mutsius does not miss from there at all. Solid post play again from Lachlan Mutsius. 6:45 to go in the game. Another duo of FLB subs waiting to check in. Loose ball. Going the other way, and they'll have their opportunity. Oyen and Morrison are going to check in for Judah and Floan. Isaiah Floan out of the game. So Morrison, Jensen, Maxwell, Oyen, and Kent Anderson on the court for FLBC. Shepard, Mutius, Becker, Anderson, and Gochi in for the Lions. Mutius hard to the basket. Oyen defended him well, misses the 8-footer. Anderson down with the rebound, fouled as he goes up, and he'll have 2 from the line.
Fouls on the convert, number 2, Jensen, his 4th.
Weston Jensen picks up foul number 4. With a short bench, we really don't like to have players in foul trouble. Looks like Mateo Pacha is going to check in for Jensen after this shot. Anderson misses the first free throw. Pacha in for Weston. Anderson makes the second. Brady Anderson with 9 now. 5:33 left to go in the game. Andrew Maxwell handling the ball. Screen from Hunter Oyen. Maxwell gets into the paint, doesn't find anything there, bounce pass to Oyen in the post. Oyen reverses quickly to Morrison. Morrison thought about a 3, instead reverses to Anderson. Anderson to Maxwell. Maxwell for 3, short off the front of the rim. Rebound by Nehemiah Becker. Becker had Gochi, but wasn't looking his way. Shepard's going to set the offense. Skip pass into the corner to Gochi. Gochi 3, uncontested off the side of the backboard, out of bounds, FLBC ball. Not a lot of offense run there, but I don't blame Gochi for taking that shot. He was wide open, and FLBC did not look particularly interested at closing out that 3-pointer. Here comes Maxwell the other direction. Maxwell finds a seam, almost loses control, kicks it out to Logan Morrison. 3, a little bit long, rebound to Shepard. Good defense by Mateo Pacho, just not to let Shepard push the ball up the court. Shepard to Becker. Becker for 3, short. Rebound comes down to Shepard. Shepard and Pacho were fighting for it. Oh, no, it's Gochi, excuse me. Gochi, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Mutius. Mutius lobs out to Shepard. This is actually Shepard now. Shepard drives in the lane, shot altered. Mutius comes up with it, tries to go through. Hunter Oyen misses the shot, but will have 2 from the line. Mutius, 22 and 13, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Oyen's first foul of the game. For as involved as Hunter has been, it surprises me he's only got 1 fouled point, especially going against Mutius most of the game. Mutius makes the first. Judah and Weston check in for Maxwell and Oyen. Again, Weston Jensen has 4 fouls. Now playing, looks like a post role. Judah, the really only post player for FLBC on the court, and Judah kind of handles the ball a lot. Mutius misses the second free throw. Anderson comes down with it. Can't get the ball to Weston Jensen, so Anderson will run the point. Lobs to Jensen. Morrison recovers the errant pass. We got a moving screen called on Judah Chernovsky. Second foul on Judah. That is 5 team fouls on FLBC. We're going to get into bonus territory pretty quick, but we're under 3 minutes, so not a lot of time for that to happen, especially with the rolling clock. Brady Anderson into Shepard. Shepard to Mutius. Mutius for 2. Rinse, repeat, over and over again. Mutius now with 25 and 13. That offense has just been working really well for Trinity. Can't really do much about it. FLBC has neither the height nor the size nor the experience to manage that. Pacha nearly drags his pivot foot. Requires, gets the ball to Anderson. Anderson baseline pass to a flashing Jensen, can't handle it. Becker comes down with the steal. Shepard. Brady Anderson for 3 from the wing, no good. Rebounded by Kent Anderson. No relation that I know of. Kent into the paint, goes through Shepard, nothing there. Rebounded by Mutius, that's number 14 for Lachlan. Shepard kicks out Mutius for 3 from the left side. Mutius leaves a teardrop, doesn't fall though, rebounded by Chernyavsky. Mutius with a little bit of a grin on his face on that one. Not too often he gets the green light on that shot. Jensen to Pacha. Pacha into the paint, kicks out to Morrison, reverses to Chernyavsky from 16, no good. Rebound taken by Mutius, stolen by Judah. Judah hard to the basket and converts. Judah Chernyavsky for 2, he's got 12. Christian Shepard coming back. Finds Mutius in the corner. Mutius wants another 3. Oh, in and out. He gets closer with every shot. Judah in transitions. Got Morrison. Judah, Morrison, Weston Jensen, and Shepard steals it. Runs from behind. Strips Judah, coming back the other direction now. Shepard to Mutius. Third one. No, third time is not the charm for Lachlan Mutius, who keeps laughing at himself. He wants to camp out in that corner. That's his shot. He wants it. Give it to him. Anderson. Becker. No, Becker thought about a 3. Mutius. Mutius wants it, guarded by Weston. Mutius over Weston, no good. Rebound by Shepard, back to Mutius. Mutius is killing his shooting percentage. Mutius, 5th time is a charm for Lachlan Mutius. He finally makes it fall. The fridge makes it fall at FLBC. Jensen gets the paint, nothing there. 8-7, 6, 5, 4, 3, that'll do it. 91-36, Trinity comes away with their second blowout win. Good games this weekend. Our ladies come away 2-0. Our men fall 0-2 on the weekend. We love Trinity, good opponent. Thanks for joining us online on the YouTube channel and the Facebook live stream. Mutius leads all scorers, 27-14 for him. All-around nice guy Owen Pollard with 16 and 7. Nehemiah Becker with 14 and 5. 9 points for Brady Anderson. 8 for Jacob King. 8 and 7 for Christian Shepard. 7 for Mason Bates and 2 for Gunnar Gochi. For FLBC, 12 apiece for Judah and Kent Anderson. 3 apiece for Morrison and Mateo Pacha. 2 points for Weston Jensen, 2 points for Andrew Maxwell, and 2 points for Hunter Oyen. Thanks for joining us this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we will be back with a home broadcast again over Valentine's Day weekend, and then we're going to prep things for the NIAC tournament. Until then, this is Jason Goodham on behalf of the absent and derelict Wade Mobley signing off. We'll see you next time.